on the test, how that's going to work. So the first part of your test will be the section identification. Okay. There will be 25 questions for 3 points apiece. That's a total of 75 out of the 100 points is your diagrams. Okay, your identification. I also said that I was going to have both a photo and a diagram, and whenever I'm pointing to, I'd be pointing to both of them, right? So, for instance, I mean, this is exactly what it's going to look like here. So, if I have the picture of a detected earthworm, and then over here is the diagram of the earthworm, and here's the chunk in the middle, you know. Arrows pointing to both things, and that would be 1, and then, you know, 2, and then that's how that looks, right? Okay, so I'll be pointing to both things. I hope that I'll clarify it. I also tried to make it as clear as possible as to what you're looking at. Okay, I didn't want anybody to be confused about what they're pointing to. I said there was going to be word bank, and I'm too easy on it. I'm actually breaking the word bank down to each different organism. Like for instance, where it says earthworm right here, you'll have all those terms right by the earthworm picture. Okay. And by the way, if you notice, so there's 2 terms in red. I thought I was going to make more changes. Those are the only 2 changes I put in there. I think those are easy to identify. Like for instance, seminal vesicles for the worm. That was the most prominent interior section. If you remember that. So also, as we went from worm to grasshopper on to rat, they got more complicated, right? More complex. So you can also expect more questions on the rat than on the worm, right? So the worm, so of the 25 questions, the worm might be 2 or 3 of them, and the rat might be 5 or 6 of them. Easy enough? But that is 75% of your test. That's exactly 25 things I'm pointing to, and 25 things you have to identify. Is that easy enough? The next is going to be taxonomy. Now, I originally said we're going to have to memorize this whole table and write down. I've made it easier again, and I'm going to give you a word bank for this as well. So this block up here is what 56? It's 8 by 7. So that's what 56 56 blocks, right? Squares. I am literally I'm literally going to have 25 of those 56 blank, and you have to fill them in, okay? But I'll have a word stem that includes not only the things that I left blank, but also just to make it not quite as easy for you. I'm throwing in a couple of terms from organisms we never dissect, like a mouse, like that, we didn't dissect, or something completely different. Also, you might notice that a couple of them, you know, if it's a word, if it's in a word stem list, it might be more than one. For instance, notice all of the kingdoms are Animalia. So if 2 of them were blank, that means you use Animalia twice. I'm not going to literally type Animalia twice. Same thing with chordata. The last 3 are chordates. So, okay. But again, 25 blanks, 1 point each for 25% of your score, or 25 points, and then 75 for the section. The sections will be first, and then the taxonomy. Okay. And again, your word bank will include all of the things that are in the blank, and just a few more organisms, just to, you know, I don't want to keep away the form. Are there any questions at all? The first group had a billion questions. They were all here, actually. Did anybody miss any of the packets? I have packets for every single one of the things that we looked at. So the grasshopper and the worm, and then the clam. I got the clam, then I got the starfish, and the perch, and the frog, and then finally the rat. Does anybody need any of those? As long as you were here, I'm sure you have them already. So I just want to have them there just in case somebody. Right. Okay. Hey, listen. Anything else? I mean, all I have is any questions at all? Huh? It is. Yeah. Again, you know exactly what I'm going to ask and how I'm going to ask it. So there should be absolutely no surprise. And again, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. There's a lot of stuff we just said. And that's why, of course, I'm giving you work days out the wizard. Okay?
Oh, I just have a question for Lab.
Yeah.
So, we're coloring the dissections. Do I have to like color the organs, like what color they were in the dissection, or can I like color the spleen green or something?
Whatever you want. Yeah, whatever you want to. What helps you remember it. Whatever helps you remember. Okay. Do you guys think? And remember, I moved the classes, so you can do the potluck if you'd like. Right.
I'm putting cookies.
Sounds good.
Same.
So, and you're welcome to the 12:20, the 3:30, or the Tuesday at 2:15. What do you guys think we're gonna do? And yeah, just a general idea.
What were the 3 ones again?
12:20 on Thursday, 3:30 on Thursday, which is our usual time, and then 2:15 on the following Tuesday.
I think I'll probably do the Tuesday one.
The early one? Okay.
I was planning on going to the 3:30 one.
Okay. I thought there was almost nobody that was going to do it on Tuesday, but now the majority of people, at least from the AM class, were doing Tuesday. So. Anyway, well, if you guys think of any other questions, I'll be in my office the rest of the day.
So does that mean that like for Thursday, I just don't show up to those 2 and I just go to the Tuesday?
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be Tuesday, you don't have to show up Thursday, right? Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And your notebook is not due until you take the test. So if you take the test the following Tuesday, I mean, you need this to study. That's where all the answers are. So, hold on to that until Tuesday. Easy
Okay.
enough. Now, as far as those notebooks go, those are the first things I grade, and then I put them in front of my office for usually a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then I keep them in my office for another semester. So I'll have them at least do the Christmas break. So if you stop in the summer anytime, or stop in the fall anytime, you can get your book back. Okay. That's all I got. Short and sweet. You good?